Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Re-Ritten Vintage Homestead for week 3 of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And today I'm going to make something that's super quick, super easy, and the only thing I had to buy for it was tater tots. I'll be honest with you, friends, I could not believe how much a bag of tater tots are today. Now you can use the generic if you'd like, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do next time is I'm just going to cut up my potatoes that I have in the freezer that I use for hash browns. That's what I'm going to use. You'll get the same result. So anyway, on this recipe, I already went ahead and I fried up some ground beef and some onions. You can go ahead and put some garlic in there if you'd like. Salt and pepper to taste, whatever you like. Onion salt, garlic salt. And I'm just going to put a simple layer down here. And you're just going to layer your hamburger and your tater tots. This is what takes the longest, is layering the tater tots. So I will come back and show you what it looks like when I finished. So I have a layer of ground beef and a layer of tater tots. You guys, I've made this before where I've mixed green beans or corn in with my meat, and that is really good too if you want to do that. But I'm just keeping it simple for today. And we're just going to repeat step 1. And now I'm going to put one more layer of tater tots on top. Now, if you wanted to, you could put some cheese on this layer as well. And I have found that on your top layer, if you run those a different way than you did your bottom layer, it's easier to manage. So now we're going to take a can of cream of mushroom soup. And we're going to mix that with a can of milk, which I forgot. Here we go. Just pour it right in your can. Whisk that up. I've got my oven preheating to 350. Kids love this meal. Make this meal with some corn or green beans or applesauce. They love it. Okay, got that mixed up well. Now I'm just going to pour that over the top. Try to get it all over if you can. In all the little nooks and crannies. There you go. And now you can add more salt and pepper to the top if you would like. And I'm going to bake this for 1 hour in a 350-degree oven. While that's heating in the oven, I'm going to add 1 cup of flour to 1 cup of milk. One cup of sugar. See how easy this is? This is even really easy to remember. It's just 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. Two teaspoons of baking powder. And a half a teaspoon of salt. But you don't even need to add that if you don't want to. Just going to mix that up real well. And I will get out my mixer and stir this up. I won't hurt your guys' ears doing it. And then we'll come back and look at it. So my butter is all melted here, and I'm just going to take my cobbler mix here and spread it all over the butter. Once again, that was 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of milk, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're just going to pour it right on top of the butter. Like that. Then you're going to take a jar or a can of fruit, any kind you like. I got this at the Amish store over the summer. And I'm going to use peach. Let me grab a spoon real quick. And you're just going to take your pie filling and it goes right on top of everything else. It's like a popover. It's going to all bake over the top of this fruit. I've made this with cherry. I've made it with apple. Cherry is delicious, but I didn't have any, and I'm sticking to my pantry. And I love peach too. Now, after I get this all scooped on, I'm going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes until it's nice and golden on the top. Today's recipe is super, super easy. And the only thing I did not have in my cupboard was Swiss cheese. So this is Crock-Pot chicken Cordon Bleu. You can make it the night before. You can make it the morning of. Let it cook for about 8 hours, and you're going to have a delicious dinner. So let's get started. I'm going to bring you down. Got my crock pot, and I'm going to add some chicken breasts. I think there are 3 here that I had in the freezer. Those are nice big fat ones too. Always be careful when you're working with chicken. Wash your hands, keep your hands washed. You can spread bacteria all over your kitchen if you don't keep your hands clean. Now I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper here. Then I'm going to put a piece of Swiss cheese or 2 so that they're nice and cheesy on every piece of chicken. Have you guys ever had the chicken Cordon Bleu sandwich at Penn Station? Oh, that is so good. That's something I like to do in the summer, is go get one of those from Penn Station with a chocolate chip cookie and a big old glass of lemonade. So now I have my Swiss cheese. I'm going to layer on top of that some Canadian bacon. Super easy. Here we go. Now I have 1/4 cup of milk, and to that I'm going to add 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. I always try to have cream of chicken soup, cream of celery, cream of mushroom in my pantry because so many casserole recipes ask for those. So it's always good to have on hand, along with your chicken and your beef broth. Now I'm just going to whisk that together in here. I am always looking for easy recipes that can go in the crock pot. Fix them and forget them. They're especially nice on work days. Doesn't take long until you have this all mixed together, as you can see. So now I'm going to take this, pour it over the top. Yum. Just even that over everything just a little bit. There we go. Now I bet you have this next ingredient in your cupboard too. And that is stovetop. So super easy. Now we're going to take the stovetop. That's going to go on top of everything. Excuse me, everybody. Those spices got to me. And I think I'll add a little more salt and pepper. And I've melted a half stick of butter. That's going to go on top of everything. Now I'm just going to cook this on low for about 8 hours, and then we'll see how it tastes, which I already know how it tastes. It's going to be delicious. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to eat this chicken cordon bleu from the crock pot. It's got Canadian bacon and melted cheese and chicken and stuffing and gravy, and oh, I can't wait. It is going to be delicious, and it was so easy.